It's the Riot Podcast. This is the Monday, July 24th edition. Our astute listeners will know that Isaiah had a wedding over the weekend. Not yours.
No, I did not get married. That would be a shocking revelation, wouldn't it?
That would be wild.
That would go from 0 to 100 really quick, huh?
Yeah, if you came back and told us, hey, I found someone that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
We're getting married
We've
already.
already tied the knots. So you had a wedding over the weekend, your brother's wedding. You were the best man. You had a big speech planned. How did that go?
Speech went great. I'm excited for the video of it.
Uh-huh.
Because when you give a speech like that, I don't even barely remember what I said.
Yeah.
I know that I said everything I wanted to say. I don't know how I said it or how I looked saying it. But everyone gave me very high praise.
Yeah.
A lot of high praise. So I'm excited to see that back. To see if it was as legendary actually as it is in my head.
That's a good point. I've never seen, I gave one best man speech. I've never seen the wedding video from that. That was from my best friend from growing up.
You never seen the video of it?
I've never seen the video. Would it be weird to ask, can I see your wedding video?
Yeah, you should ask.
And then not say, well, I guess what's weirder? Saying, can I just have your wedding video, or saying, hey, I want the wedding video because I want to see myself?
No, I think you should ask for yourself. I think asking for the wedding video could be weird, but if you ask for your best man speech, I think you should just ask for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could use any myriad of excuses. I don't know if your wife was there or not at that time.
Yeah,
but you
she was not there,
and she wants to see it.
There
easy
you go.
money. It's not that I want to see it. I was there.
Yeah,
my wife wants to see it. We were having a big argument about it if I was a good public speaker or not. And I said, "Well, wait, do you see this speech?"
Yeah. I guess, you know what? It's probably not worth the risk, though, because I remember it very fondly. I remember receiving, as much as you did this weekend, a lot of praise, a lot of pats on the back, thinking I did a very good job. So the only thing that can happen is that I watch it back with a critical eye and realize that it wasn't any good at all. Realize all the things I could have done better. And you know what? I'm not getting another shot at that one.
Get that video. You need to get that video.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to watch it.
I'll work on it. I might see this guy soon. So we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, leading up to the best part was leading up. There was so much build up before and so much work we had to do. But on Friday, I went through the most amount of pain that I went through in a long time.
Oh yeah? Did you have to go to the hospital?
No, not quite. I got my eyebrows threaded.
Yeah. Oh no.
And you know how painful that was?
Yeah.
I've only ever done it one other time for a different special occasion.
Yeah.
But it's been at least over a year since the last time that it happened. And I forgot how painful it is. I was crying.
Yeah.
Not like baby crying.
Yeah, but
it was forcing tears.
Yeah.
Were rolling down my face. She had a napkin.
That. Yeah.
And she was just constantly wiping.
She's used to that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to feel ashamed.
But I still felt I felt bad.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I feel like such a weenie. I was struggling.
Did anybody remark on your eyebrows?
No one said a word.
So was it really worth it?
It wasn't worth it. I mean, they look good. For all the photos.
Yeah, that's right.
They look good. But no one mentioned them whatsoever. And I was in the kind of the center. I mean, I was the best man. So it wasn't like I was hidden away.
Yeah.
Everyone could see me.
What if your eyebrows were so beautifully done that was a topic of conversation?
Everyone was talking about it, and they didn't want to say anything?
Yeah, your brother's now wife is getting upset. Everybody's talking about Isaiah's eyebrows.
Everyone's
not paying attention
to
me. Yeah. Can't believe he did this.
Or everyone's like, they look too good. What's wrong with that guy?
Right.
How do you get them like that?
Are they real?
Did he color them in?
Are they tattooed on? That's a trend.
That's a big trend.
Yeah.
So maybe people were talking about behind my back and they didn't want to ask me about it because they thought it would be weird if they asked about my eyebrows as a man. But yeah, so I did that on Friday, and then the whole wedding thing was super fun. Danced a lot on Saturday night, and overall it was a grand weekend. I had a great time.
How long do you think it's going to be till you have another wedding you're involved in?
I'm in another wedding. October 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, after that, any prospects?
Not for me, but my friends. I'm sure I'm in that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean you getting married.
Yeah,
we all know that's not happening anytime soon.
Next summer, I'll probably have two or three more, because I'm in that prime wedding age right now.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm 25, so all my friends are all getting married right now. There's a bunch of my friends are engaged. I know I have one next August on August 5th already.
Uh-huh.
So I'm locked into at least one for next summer right now.
Sheesh.
So I'm sure there'll be more. It's
Well,
going to be great. See, no, I already know. I have 2 next year. Now I think about it, I already have 2. 2 of my friends are already locked in.
well, save the date.
So maybe
Save
4.
the dates.
Who knows? Probably
Yeah.
double. It's going to be grand. It'll be a fun time, but it's a lot to handle.
A great Riot podcast ahead of you today. We've got some Barbie talk in there since that was so huge this weekend. And you're going to like it.
Good stuff from the weekend.
Yep. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the Riot. Radio U.
I've got a woman that is suing a Thai restaurant in Los Gatos. That means the cats, right? Is that what that means?
I'm not sure. I'll get that for you.
Yeah, it's a town anyways. And she's suing the restaurant because they served her a spicy appetizer called Dragon Balls. It's a good name. Problem is, according to her, this spicy appetizer was way too spicy. So spicy, in fact, that she claims she suffered severe chemical burns to her vocal cords, esophagus, and right nostril.
Because of the actual, like, spice level, not the actual heat.
Yeah, we're talking chemical burns. So there was something in these Dragon Balls that was so spicy that it damaged her voice, it damaged her nostril. That's a wild claim. And she's not just suing, the restaurant's called Coupe de Thai. She's not just suing the restaurant itself. She's serving its owner, the chef who cooked it, the meal, the waitress who took her order, and anyone who, quote, in any way influenced, designed, prepared, or participated in creating the Dragon Ball dish.
Well, that seems like a little bit much.
She's taking them all down. Even the waitress. It's the waitress's
outta here
fault
with
she got the
this.
burns.
Before that, I was like, maybe
Uh-huh.
you're suing the waitress. She's making like minimum wage.
Yeah.
Why are you suing her?
And what did she have
It's
to do
not her
with
fault.
this?
She went back there and grabbed the food
She just
and
literally
came out and handed it to you.
She
For that reason alone, I'm against her now. I no longer want her to win the lawsuit because you sued the waitress, you
The waitress-
money hungry.
The waitress doesn't deserve
Yeah.
it. And think about how this would change the paradigm of waiting on people, because all of a sudden you're assuming a whole lot of risk. You could get sued just simply by bringing the person the food that they asked for.
Yeah, that won't stand up. That's not going to go through there.
That can. You want to know more
She
about
sounds like a big baby now.
You wanna-
I'm against her.
You want to know more about Dragon Balls?
Let's hear it.
Dragon Balls is described as spicy chicken balls with mint, shallot, green onion, cilantro, kaffir lime leaf, and chili.
Got it. They look tasty.
Yeah, they look pretty good. I understand why you would order them. And I just don't know how this is even possible.
Me either. Apparently, Walia states she experienced permanent injuries and will be forever damaged.
Thanks to the Dragon Balls.
Man, that must be a crazy amount of spice.
Yeah, it is kind of a cool story if you were to tell it the right way. Oh, this scar here on my nostril? Yeah, that's from some Dragon Balls. Actually, I don't know about that. Maybe keep that one to yourself.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe make up something else.
I would think that you want to just leave that as.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, once you're involving the waitress, it's
She's taking everybody down with her.
taking them all
From the top
down.
to the bottom. It doesn't matter who you were, if you touched the food, if you saw the food, if you were in the restaurant.
Yep.
It's all going down.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
You ever heard of time blindness?
This is new to me.
It's new to you. Time blindness is exactly what it sounds like. Time blindness is something that people suffer from that makes it difficult for them to judge how long it will take to do something or how much time has passed since while they've been engaged in doing something, for example. And so it can hamper you quite a bit in life. if this is something you deal with. You're making a face.
I'm just making a face.
It's radio. People can't see the face you're making.
Oh boy, keep going. I need to hear more information before I start talking.
Like you're skeptical of time blindness.
My immediate thoughts on this sounds kind of crazy.
Well, what have I told you that even many medical experts have weighed in on the topic and say that yes, it is a real time blindness is a real condition.
No, I'm not with it yet.
It particularly can affect people, seems to show up in people that also suffer from ADHD, but it can also present itself in other people that maybe have depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, PTSD, other mental health conditions can all lead to some form of time blindness. Okay?
Okay.
And I have a woman here who's asking, she said she went to a job interview. She suffers from time blindness. And she said in the job interview, when asked, do you have any questions for me? She said, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time? Should employers make accommodations for time blindness?
See, my initial thoughts here
Uh-huh.
are absolutely no.
You don't think so?
I don't think you can make an accommodation for that.
And
You
why?
got to show up. I think it's two things, right?
Uh-huh.
The first thing is you got to show up on time.
Uh-huh.
That's just like a pretty mandatory work thing.
Yeah.
I think across the board, even if you struggle with time blindness, I think you got it. Maybe you find a job where showing up on time doesn't really matter.
Uh-huh.
If there's
Such
one,
as?
I don't know yet. I don't know what job that is. I know somebody's going into work today. Like my job, I gotta be here.
Yeah, we'd have trouble here.
You gotta be here on time.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm sure there's a job where someone's going in this morning where they have like a fixated like hour period.
Yeah.
You gotta be there sometime within that hour, you know? It doesn't really matter. Maybe there's a job like that you could go for.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is like not knowing how long something's gonna take you. That's like a big deal too.
Yeah.
Because when I think about my day, there's certain things that I got to get done today. And if today I just forgot how long that was going to take, that'd be a big deal if I didn't get it done.
What about this, though? Think about if you're an employer and you have employees that suffer from time blindness, think about how they could use this to their advantage, the employer.
Okay.
Let's say I'm an employer. Oh, yeah, time blindness. Yeah, no big deal. So they get here a few minutes late, but then you don't tell them the time. And maybe you start messing with the clocks on the wall and stuff.
Smart.
And all of a sudden they're working like 15-hour days and they don't even realize because they're time blind.
They have no idea.
And so it's kind of like a win-win.
5 o'clock, 10 o'clock, how do they know?
They've got a job and they're feeling like they're being accommodated to. And you, as the employer, you're getting more than your money's worth.
75 hours a week.
Exactly. I think it can be a win-win.
I think it could be for them. I think that is. I like the way you're twisting it there. If they have no idea how much time has passed because they're time blind, they have no idea. So I get it now.
Then they get home. It's like, why is it dark? Oh, you're time blind. You clearly lost track of time.
But you didn't know how long the trek home was going to take you.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't know. It's usually 20 minutes, but you didn't know it was going to be 45.
I'm a solutions-oriented guy. I want to help everybody out.
I like the way you're thinking. I think that sounds, all of a sudden, maybe we all need some more time blind employees.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Have here, this is a list of the most famous dogs, the top 5 most famous dogs of all time, according to, they say, pop culture experts decided this. They are the ones who voted and decided this. So we got people texting in at 8772 Radio U guessing or proclaiming which dogs they think are the most famous of all time. And we're going to see how many y'all have right. Isaiah, stop me when I go through these if you hear any that would be your guesses as well.
Okay, I've got 5 listed here, and I want to have like name brandness. Like I can say the name, and you'll know who I'm talking about.
You can picture
That's how I did mine.
Off the top of the head.
Yeah.
All right. One of the top guesses is Air Bud. Mose, Trevor, and Jeff all got in guessing Air Bud. Was that one of your guesses?
I had Air Bud an honorable mention, but that did not make my top 5.
Well, it didn't make the actual list either.
Nice.
Surprising to me, I guess. Another popular guess isn't just one dog, but the dogs from Homeward Bound. That's Jeff, Justin, Trevor all got in with Homeward Bound dogs.
Good movie, but I didn't think they had the name Blindness to be a top 5, so they weren't on my list. But I did consider.
I don't think a lot of people could probably, because they're just texting in the Homeward Bound dogs. Mm-hmm. They don't even know the names of the dogs. Many people don't.
Great movie, though.
And if Air Bud isn't on the list, the Homeward Bound dog's surely not on the list. How about this one, though? Justin, Regina, Zach, Jeff, all getting in with Lassie.
I didn't go Lassie. I didn't. But
you didn't pick Lassie.
It is, yet again, that's a name brand one that I wouldn't be surprised if that one made it, just not on my list.
Lassie made the list.
Darn it.
Lassie, I don't know if these are really in order, but Lassie is number 2. A few more guesses that started coming through. I like Tim. Tim said Snoopy.
Snoopy is on my list.
He's not on the list.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous take. No Snoopy?
Snoopy not on the list. Neither is Tim's other guess, which was Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Tim's got jokes this morning. Let's see. Zach, and I saw a few other people say this. Beethoven. You know Beethoven the dog?
It's a movie, right?
Yeah.
The dog, I assume it's a dog that plays the piano.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Beethoven. He may or may not play the piano. I don't think he does.
He doesn't? Then I don't know.
Yeah. Zach and Janae getting in with Beethoven. Not on the list.
I think I've seen that movie, but I don't remember
Actually, Janae and Zach also on the same page. They both guessed Balto as well. You know who that is?
I'm not with Balto.
Yeah, so you know he's not on the list.
Yeah.
Balto is actually a real life dog. Balto from Alaska, and he was like a wolf that was a sled hound or whatever. Helped deliver the flu vaccine or something like that.
Oh, so he's like a real...
At least that's what the cartoon taught me.
He's like a real good dog.
Yeah, he was. He was a good dog. All right. Why don't we go through your guesses? More people are texting in. What do you got?
I've got Blue.
From Blue's Clues?
From Blue's Clues.
Not on the list.
Are you joking me?
Yeah.
Okay, next. Let's. I have 2 in a row here.
Okay.
These have both got to be on the list. These are my... Actually, I'll do my next...
Wait, hold on. Pause. You can still do your guesses and everybody else texting in too, but you're not thinking old enough.
Oh, it has to be older.
Yeah.
Because I've got 2. These next 2, if they aren't on there, they're the most famous dogs of all time.
Okay.
We've got Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo's on the list.
Thank goodness, because if not, we were throwing it away and ending the segment.
Scooby-Doo is on the list. Let's see. Who else got you with that one? Kendrick also. Now, some people are throwing out so many dogs that, by default, they're going to get it right. But Kendrick definitely said Scooby-Doo.
I've got Clifford.
Clifford is a good guess. You're not the only one to say Clifford, but he is not on the list.
That's ridiculous.
So far,
big
just to
red
be clear,
dog?
we've gone through a million guesses, and we've gotten Scooby-Doo and Lassie.
What about Max from Grinch? That was my other one.
Nope.
Just like an old-time favorite.
Yeah.
What about Pluto? That was an honorable mention for me.
Oh, yeah. You would think Pluto would have to be on the list, right?
Yeah, he's Disney.
He's not.
Well, then I don't know.
Listen to these
That's all my guesses.
All right, we've gone through this. I don't think I've seen anybody guess this. This one makes sense. I don't know if I'd say it, but Toto from Wizard of Oz.
Average at best. Doesn't even have a speaking role.
So,
I mean, come on.
Neither does Air Bud.
Hey, you know what? That's why I didn't put Air Bud on my list.
And these other 2,
Not
these
enough character.
are wild choices. They really are going back in time a little bit. Laika.
Don't even know.
You
I don't
know
even
who Laika
know.
is, right? Laika deserves to be on the list. Laika went to space.
Over Clifford?
Yeah.
Is Laika a real dog or is she in a show
Real
or something?
life. No, real life. That's
okay,
why
well then that's different. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
And then finally, this other one, a real life dog, but also a movie star. Rin Tin Tin. Rin Tin Tin.
I don't even know.
You still know the name, right? I guess I know the name. I didn't know it was a dog.
That's ridiculous.
I'm reading here. Rin Tin Tin was saved in France in World War I and went on to spawn a million movies and stuff like that. TV show.
So a hero dog. I get it.
The Rin Tin Tin was rescued, is what I'm seeing here. So there you have it. The top 5 most famous dogs. No Snoopy.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
Obviously, Barbie came out this weekend. Too much fanfare. the biggest opening weekend for any movie this year. Lots of people went to see it, but it is causing problems for at least one family. I need an explanation or a verdict on this one. I have a 19-year-old aunt, and for the Barbie weekend, she decided to take her 11-year-old niece, we'll call her Kayla. It was Kayla's 11th birthday. And so the aunt says, I'll take Kayla to see Barbie. I'll take her to the movies. We'll go together for her birthday. It's a nice little treat, huh?
Yep, it's a good treat. A little movie birthday. I like that.
But here's the deal. Kayla has a sister, Violet. We'll call her Violet, 5 years old. And Violet apparently loves Barbie. The aunt says, I'll take Violet, but only if the mom comes along. Mom refuses to go along, and so now, rift in the family. Only Kayla and the aunt get to see Barbie. Violet left out of the equation, and the parents are upset. Who's right? Who's wrong? Your thoughts?
The parents are upset?
The parents of Violet and Kayla are upset that Violet, the 5-year-old, didn't get to go along with Kayla and the aunt to see Barbie.
Oh, the parents are totally in the wrong. 100%.
And why do you say that?
My reasoning is because it's Kayla's birthday.
Yep.
She's 11.
Yep.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Violet, the 5-year-old, younger age.
Yeah.
More to handle there.
Uh-huh.
For me, I'm 25. Let alone yet again, her aunt is 19.
19.
So taking Kayla to the movie theater, easy money.
Uh-huh.
That's easy. Take her to Barbie, whatever. Taking Kayla and Violet, now that's a little bit more.
That's a lot to handle.
That's a lot to handle. And she said, I'll take her if mom will come.
Uh-huh.
Mom decided not to go.
Yeah, I think you have first of all, you have an easy out that it's Kayla's birthday. So this is special for her birthday.
It's not about Violet.
It's not about Violet.
Sorry, Violet.
Yeah, sometimes when you're siblings, you don't get to do everything your other sibling gets to do. Secondly, yeah, adding a 5-year-old to like a second child and it being a 5-year-old. 5-year-olds are pretty young. They can be pretty wild and rambunctious. To add that to take to the movies on an opening weekend, you could be kicked out of the theater.
It's going to be packed in there, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be packed.
And yeah, who knows what kind of commotion she might be causing. I'll tell you, I saw the Barbie movie, and while I don't, like, it wasn't, like, inappropriate for children, I wouldn't say in my personal opinion, but for a 5-year-old, would it keep their attention? I'm not really sold on that. I think it's so, you're just adding a lot of wild cards to the equation. Besides that, when you're a parent, you can't just dump off your children on other people just because they're, you know what I mean?
You're not taking Violet, too?
You can't just unload Violet because you want a nice, quiet night at home.
On Kayla's birthday. And she didn't even go to the movies. She said, you can go. She said, Violet can go if mom will go.
She had the opportunity.
And she said, no, I'm not going to go. It's your daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
And so then if you want Violet to go on your other daughter's birthday movie trip, then maybe you should go.
Yeah, this is, I'm glad we're on the same page with this. I don't really see how the parents can be justifiably upset here.
Next year, the aunt isn't going to take Kayla to do anything. It's what's going to happen.
That's right.
And then you get to entertain Kayla the whole day.
Yeah. Well, I think we've reached a verdict there.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.